you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music and a Breakdown Cherry Pie by Warrant. Also, I have a ton of awesome resources that will help you get better at guitar than just watching YouTube videos. And I've got this ultimate guitar and scale book that's totally free. It's got all the power chords, regular chords, triads, arpeggios, scales in there that you need for your foundation. Very helpful stuff, and it's totally free. So get that in the link in the description. In the meantime, let's boogie. Here we go. All right, the intro, A5 chord or A power chord. So open A string, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G. A C5 or a C power chord. Few different ways you can play it. I'm going to do the classic power chord right here, 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, 5th fret G, and then you move that up a whole step. So A, C, D, and then an F power chord. So that's the 1st fret root, 1, 3, 3, and then up to a G, which is the 3rd fret. So all power chords, A, C, D, F, 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 G, 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 G. Then there's this little riff. So you play the open A, and then on the A string, 5, 4, 2, 0. Then E5, which I'm going to play kind of AC/DC style, so like an E major chord, but mute that G string. That way you get the full open string ring out. Then a G5, and I'll play it like this, 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret B, 3rd fret high E, and that A string's muted by my middle finger. So and then an A5 open style, which is the open A string, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G. So all together. So that last little set is the C, D, so that 3rd fret A to 5th fret. Starts over on the E5 to the G5, and then G, D, A, all 5 chords. And so to play the D5 right here, you'd think of a D major chord, but the high E's muted. So into the riff. So all together so far. All right, now we've got that opening verse riff. So we're doing some stuff here, some rock palm muting. So open E to 12. This is the way I'm playing it. The same notes are, you know, some different ways you could play this riff. I'm teaching it the easiest way, I think, for anyone to be able to play it. So I'm going open E to 12th fret, and I'm using my pinky. Then there's 2 open E's after that. So open, 12, open, open, 10. And then open to 9, open to 10. Then with my index finger, I'm grabbing the 5th fret E. Here it is slow. Then it repeats that, but does a little variation at the end. So instead of hitting that 5th fret E by itself, you do a power chord there and slide it down to the 3rd fret. There's more variations, but here's the first 2 again. does the first one again. So the variation is open E. So open E, then 10, 9, 7, hop down to the 3rd fret power chord, up to the 5th. So all together, that riff is. All right, now with the verses, we're going to do the E5 chord that we did earlier. So it's dun on the E5, and then a second one, dun, and then D, A, and those are 5 chords. So I'm muting that high E string there, or not playing it. And the A 5 chord, I'm not playing that B string. So so it does those second 2 of the riff after that. Then again, there's a little extra. Oh, and then there's 2 extra things that happen. There's a little pentatonic lick, and then also some hits on a higher version of E5. You can play it right here. 7th fret A, 9 on the D, 9 on the G. A little wah. So the little riff, so I'm hitting the open A string, going down to the 2nd fret and pulling it back off. And then 2-0 pulled off on that D string. And then the open G to 2nd fret D. Like that. Then it doesn't go back to the riff, it goes right to the intro. A, C, E. And then the little rhythm on that F to G is bum, 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 bum into the chorus. All right, so now the chorus is the E chord, G, now what I did that time, instead of in the intro, but they're the same chord, you can play a C5 by thinking of a C major chord and muting that G string, not playing the high E. Just has a little different effect to it. And there's obviously more than one guitar being recorded on the original recording. So you can like mix it up, but it's different versions of the same chord. So the chorus, E, G5, A5, C, D, all 5s, to G, and then G, D, A. Then it goes into the kind of, actually, very similar to We Will Rock You kind of vibe, drum beat, and just vocals into the next section. After that little drum and vocals only, it goes right, you know, it's like only half of the verse does that. Then the second half of the verse is just like the verse before with the right into the chorus. goes through that, but then it holds on the A. So, sorry, I got sloppy there, but it's a B5 chord now. So you can think of it like the 2nd fret A string, 4 on the D, 4 on the G. This very Pour Some Sugar on Me verse. So I'm just hitting that open A and back. Five, 4 on the E string. If you're the only guitar player, you could do a where you grab that 7th fret A string with the 5th fret E. So all I did there after that is the exact same full riff that we do on the E string, but now on the A string. Everything's the same. And even that same riff. Back to the E verse. All right, there's one more part where they play the chorus at the end, but in the key of A instead of the key of E. So, I ain't gonna sing my brother no more. And so it's A power, all power chords, A, 3rd fret A string C, up a whole step to D, and then F, G. So 1, 3 on the E. And then that C, G, D. So 3rd fret A, 3rd fret E, 5th fret A. So and so I'm doing that D chord with a little sus, which is the pinky on the 8th fret B string with that. And then just one more time on that riff, which I mentioned earlier, but I'm choosing to do it on one string, the riff, but it's the exact same thing, and they might be doing it with the A string. You know, it's the exact same thing, so you can choose which way to do that. So go have fun. All right, I hope you guys dug that lesson. Thank you again for the continued support. Also, don't forget about that free ultimate guitar chord scale guide in there with all the chords, power chords, scales, triads, arpeggios in there, all for free in the link in the description. So don't forget to get that. Thank you again for your continued support. Hope to see you again real soon. Take care.